And look at that, man. We're live already, bro. We used to have it would do a countdown. Now it's just live, bro.
Yeah, it just took up what we was trying to go.
Well, let me ask you something. So this is Car Buying with Charles Maund Toyota. My name is Chris Martinez. I got my man Byron West right here,
aka B Rabbit.
AKA B Rabbit, also known as the greatest, right?
Yeah, the greatest of Mr. West.
He's Mr. West in the building, right?
Mr. Platinum Certified.
Is that Platinum Certified?
Yeah, that's too many names.
Too many names. 2 AKAs, right?
Yeah, just one.
No. But we're going to talk today about getting your credit right. What does that mean, getting your credit right?
Man, it means just cleaning up all the bad and adding good stuff.
Putting things, paying them on time?
Paying your bills.
Right.
All those things.
But what if you can't?
If you can't,
what if you can't?
If you can't, you got a problem.
Then you got a problem, right? You got to start there, right?
Yeah, you're overdoing it. You're
overextending yourself, right?
Right.
And that's what happens. It happens to me sometimes. Well, it used to happen to me back in the day.
Well, it can happen to the best of us.
So what do you do? What are some things that you plan on to get your credit established well?
Well, I have a strategy that I pretty much use, and I kind of emphasize this to other people as well. I say, hey, look, write down all your bills, put them in a spreadsheet and kind of put them in order and see what's due, and take care of them, eliminate them one by one, like process of elimination.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. So what do banks look for when they're looking at credit history?
Banks want to see if you're paying your bills. They also want to see the history on these accounts that you're paying your bills on. So that tells them a story. Within that story, it kind of gives them an idea of what they will or won't do for you. If the story says you've been late several times or you just decided not to pay anymore, then they're going to just decide not to extend your loan.
So why is it important to have good credit then?
Oh, and how else would you get a lower interest rate to get a lower payment?
Right. So if you have good credit, if you pay your bills on time, then you're going to actually qualify for better rates, is what you're telling me.
Better rates and more vehicles.
Okay. So what happens when you extend yourself on credit cards? What happens?
Well, you have what you call a revolving balance. Okay, if you extend, what Chris means by extend is exhaust that card, max it out.
You max it out, right?
Yeah, then the percentage that you have on your revolving credit is very low.
That happens during the holidays sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it can happen during the holidays. But they understand that, but they can see based on the previous history, where you stood and what you were doing, and they make exceptions. They know based on your scores what it's telling them. If you. So
what you're saying is on when you have your balance is less than, say, 25%, or is it 30%? What is it?
The rule is 30%.
30%. Okay, so you want to have your balances on your credit cards less than 30%.
Less than 30%.
And what does that help? It helps increase your score, right?
Yeah, it helps increase your score.
Because if you have too much max, if you're over 30%, then it looks like you're going to hurry up and go into bankruptcy because you're just maxing out everything, and you're just going to say, you know what, chunk up the deuces and say, I'm out.
Yeah,
right?
You pushing towards something you shouldn't be, and it doesn't look good. And of course, they're going to protect themselves. And I always say that banks are low-risk lending institutions. So the higher the risk, the less the reward.
Okay.
The better the risk, the better the reward.
Well, let me ask you, but when we finance people, we try to educate them, right? We teach them. Why?
Well, we want to maintain and retain that relationship with that customer. So once we teach you what's going on and you have a better understanding, it gives us a higher percentage chance of getting you back into the store to purchase your next vehicle, and also sending your family members back to us.
Right. So and then that way we can help. Initially, the rate might be a little bit higher, but generally we can get you out of that, after about 12, 13 payments, right?
Right.
And then we can reduce it just so long as you make your payments on time.
Right, exactly. And that's what's important, though. You get a little bit of a grace period with your payments, maybe 10 days. Don't push the envelope too much on that. Right. Just make your payments, bite the bullet for a little bit.
And I know sometimes those purses, those watches, you look at them and you're like, man, I'd rather have that to make my payment. But what does that have long term, right? Long term, it affects you, and you end up having to pay way more money than you should, right?
And it's the car and the house. Those are the two biggest purchases you ever make in your life. So respect those items, because they mean more to you than the watch or the purse or the shoes or the nice
suit. Sometimes it looks nice, though, man.
The nice suit, the nice tie.
But you gotta you save for that kind of stuff, right?
Right. That's managing your money. So I always say manage your income or leverage your income and manage your credit or leverage your credit as well. So that gives you more opportunity to do some things for yourself that you couldn't do if you didn't do that. If you just spending money, at every fast food joint.
Yeah, you don't want to do all that.
Margaritaville or whatever you do.
Sometimes you got to go out, though. You know what I mean?
But treat yourself, but do it within moderation. I don't want people to stop enjoying their lives. I want them to, go out and buy these nice little tires like Chris had on, maybe a nice little sweater like I have on.
That's a nice sweater.
I've been having it for a little bit. I'm trying to dress for the weather,
It's a little cold outside. Let's be honest.
It's a little cold.
I went to the gym this morning, 18 degrees.
Yeah, that's
that was crazy, bro.
Yeah, but here's a good point, though. When you have to sit down, whether it's cold like this give you a chance to go through your finances.
But how often do you recommend going through your finances?
I'll say once a month. Because the bill don't come every month, but some of the credit companies allow you to look at your credit once a year or pull a free credit report once a year. Look at it and see what you're able to do, so when you get
But you got to be planned. You got to be prepared, right?
That way when you come in here, you're not surprised or shocked by anything.
Yeah, and you're not paying these outrageous rates, right?
Right. And we don't want to be the bearer of bad news. We want to give you the best rate that you qualify for and put you in the best automobile that you qualify for.
Okay, so a couple takeaways, right? Make your payments on time. If you're going to have credit card debt, make sure you have it less than 30%, right? And then don't overextend yourself.
Don't overextend yourself.
Man, you hit those three right on the money right there.
But the biggest thing is what we want to do at our dealership is we don't want to dead load anyone in these cars. We don't want you walking out here with more than you can afford.
Absolutely.
We want to retain your business and we want to build a relationship. Especially me, I have a great relationship with Chris. Been knowing him a long time. I actually look up to the younger guy.
Man, I look up to you, man. You accomplish a lot, man.
Yeah, but you inspire me, man. I got to get on my workout.
You got to get back into shape, bro. Let's be honest.
I think I'm in good shape.
These last couple of years, bro, you kind of.
That's good eating. That's good living. Good credit.
That's what it is.
Good credit. Good credit. I'm out of back with good credit. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Well, this is it for us today, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something. Again, my name is Chris Martinez, Charles Maund Toyota. This is car buying, and we're going to help you guys get your credit right.
Right, and if you want to come see me, again, come in, ask for Byron West. I'll sit down with you one-on-one, and we'll do our best to try to help you out.
All right, Byron West, Chris Martinez, car buying with Charles Maund Toyota. Thank you. Have a great day.